Practical Qigong exercises. Before proceeding to the practice of energy breathing, you need to understand the essence of what energy points and channels are, how energy moves through them, and what it means to breathe energy. It's actually quite simple. When we practice breathing through the energy channels, we fill the body with energy. You can't see the air you're breathing, can you? So the energy that enters and leaves our body is not visible to the ordinary eye. But this does not mean that it does not exist. The essence of the practice of breathing through channels is that we will breathe through energy points. Energy points are biologically active points of our body through which energy enters and leaves the body. They can be thought of as a mouth that breathes in and out energy, or a circular opening located at the end of the energy channel through which energy enters and exits the body. An energy channel is a riverbed through which energy moves like water. The channel often is represented as a pipe or hose. In the center of the channel there is an intense constant movement of energy. We can say that this is pure energy, which we are filled with. We imagine it as a luminous mist of white or other colors, depending on which organ the energy effect is directed at, in the channel of the heart red, in the channel of the stomach yellow, etc. Energy moves in strictly defined directions. During the practice, we activate the movement of energy, giving a clear order to move only in the direction that we need now. If the channel is clogged, there is no movement of energy. The energy channel needs to be cleared. The spent energy goes away also inside the channel, but closer to the edges. This is the energy of low vibration frequencies, which is heavier, so it has a grayish hue and moves slower than in the center. The spent energy goes out of the body. Every day we interact with people, exchanging not only information, but also emotions. When we are rude, shouted at somebody, scolded, all negative emotions, and in fact negative energy fly into us and fall on our energy system. Negative energy that has settled on us prevents the normal flow of energy in the body and causes problems in the work of organs. For example, a person was shouted at somebody, and negative energy lay on the heart muscle. The organ itself may be healthy, but the negative energy deposited on it changes the electromagnetic radiation of the heart, thereby causing failures and problems in its work. And this happens to all organs. Therefore, it is necessary to clear the channels of stagnant energy. It is the channels that pump energy into us and help us exchange it with the world around us. If the channel is clogged with stagnant energy, any Qigong practice on working with energy will be ineffective. To purify the energy channels from the inside and fill the body with energy, there are practices of breathing through the channels of the hands and feet. Practice breathing through the canals of your arms. This practical exercise helps to clear the energy channels of the hands and fills the body with energy. The movement of energy occurs through the point of Ligong, which is located in the center of the palm, approximately between the third and fourth metacarpal bones, and refers to the meridian of the pericardium. You can perform the practice sitting, lying or standing, as it is more convenient. The main thing is not to strain the lungs, focusing on natural breathing, but to imagine the movement of energy in the arm itself. The first part of the practice, we always start with the left arm. 1. Inhale. Imagine that white energy enters the Ligong point of the left palm and spreads over the palm. Exhale. Light gray energy goes from the point of Ligong to the center of the earth. 2. Inhale. White energy enters the point of Ligong and rises to the wrist. Exhale. Light gray energy goes from the point of Ligong to the center of the earth. 3. Inhale. White energy enters the point of Ligong and rises to the elbow. Exhale. Light gray energy goes from the point of Ligong to the center of the earth. 4. Inhale. White energy enters the point of Ligong and rises to the shoulder. Exhale. Light gray energy descends down the arm and rushes to the center of the earth. Breathe for 5 minutes. If there is a tingling or pulsation in the palm, a feeling of heaviness or heat in the hand, it means that the energy is moving. If there are no sensations, then you need to open the energy channel. Imagine that the fingers of your right hand are much longer than usual. We also imagine that the surface of the channel located at the Ligong point of the left hand is covered with a crust of ice or glass. Tap the fingers of the right hand on the point of Ligong of the left palm, clearly imagining how with each blow they break the ice. Tap in a circle, moving clockwise from the center to the edges of the palm and back, going from the edge of the palm to the center. The most important thing is to imagine how the ice breaks, leaving the channel open and free for the movement of energy. Tap the palm of the left hand several times, then start the practice from the beginning. If there are no problems with the energy channel, we continue the practice. Second part of the practice. Imagine that our arm has become large, like a huge pipe. 1. Inhale. A large stream of white energy rises up the arm, but it is already moving a little slower. Reaches the shoulder. Pause. 2. Exhale. Light gray energy descends along the arm and rushes to the center of the earth. Breathe for 5 minutes. Third part of the practice. Imagine that our arm is larger than it actually is, at least 3 times. Accordingly, the flow of energy also increases. 1. Inhale. A huge stream of white energy slowly rises up your arm. Reaches the shoulder. Pause. 2. Exhale. Light gray energy descends along the arm and rushes to the center of the earth. Breathe for 5 minutes. Repeat all 3 parts of the practice with the right hand. If there are no sensations, open the channel the same way as with the left hand. Practice breathing through the canals of the legs. This practical exercise clears the energy channels of the legs and fills the body with the energy of the earth. The essence of the practice is similar to the previous one, but the movement of energy occurs through the Yonkwon point, which is located just above the center of the foot. The Yonkwon point belongs to the meridian of the kidneys, where energy is purified before entering the energy centers of the body. It is better to perform the practice sitting or lying down, with the legs slightly extended forward. Palms on the belly in the navel area. Women put their right hand on the stomach, on top of it the left, men on the contrary. The most common problem with this exercise is that in a sitting position, some people find it difficult to imagine their leg as a tube and how the energy moves up to the lower dantian. To avoid difficulties, at first you can perform the practice through a phantom. Imagine that we are looking at a small copy of ourselves from the back, so it is easier for us to see the movement of energy in a straight line. Then you can go directly to this exercise without the phantoms. The second option is to clearly represent only 2 points, the Yonkwon point, through which energy enters and leaves, and the designated point in the center of the dantian, which is filled with energy. In this case, it is enough to imagine that on the inhale the energy moves up and fills the dantian, which we visualize in the form of a ball, and on the exhale it leaves the foot. The energy itself will find the trajectory of movement. The first part of the practice, we always start with the left foot. 1. Inhale. Imagine that white light energy enters the Yonkwon point of the left foot and spreads smoothly over it. Exhale. Light gray energy rushes to the center of the earth. 2. Inhale. White light energy enters the Yonkwon point of the left foot and rises smoothly up to the ankle. Exhale. Light gray energy rushes to the center of the earth. 3. Inhale. White light energy enters the Yonkwon point of the left foot and rises smoothly up to the knee. Exhale. Light gray energy rushes down and goes to the center of the earth. 4. Inhale. White light energy enters the Yonkwon point of the left foot and rises smoothly in a straight line, filling the lower dantian. Pause. Exhale. A light gray stream of energy comes out of the Yonkwon point and rushes down. Breathe for 5 minutes. The second part of the practice, imagine that our leg has become twice as big. 1. Inhale. White light energy enters the Yonkwon point of the left foot and rises smoothly in a straight line, filling the lower dantian. 2. Pause. Exhale. A light gray stream of energy comes out of the Yonkwon point and rushes down to the center of the earth. Breathe for 5 minutes. The third part of the practice, imagine that our leg has become 3 times bigger. 1. Inhale. White light energy enters the Yonkwon point of the left foot and rises smoothly in a straight line, filling the lower dantian. 2. Pause. Exhale. A light gray stream of energy comes out of the Yonkwon point and rushes down to the center of the earth. Breathe for 5 minutes. Repeat all 3 parts of the practice with the right leg.